Hello and welcome. Today I would like to show you how you can calculate a discount using the Pentaho ETL tool, PDI, which is on the left, and the Business Rules Maintenance tool, a web application to write and orchestrate rules, which is on the right. My transformation on the left side has some sample data. The idea is you have a traveler which has a certain age, a destination, region, and airport, and his ticket has a certain price. The data flows through the rule engine and ends up at the calculator step, which does the mathematical calculation for a discount. But the good thing is the rules and conditions for the discount for a certain flight or a certain row of data is done in the Business Rule Maintenance tool. So it's outside of your transformation, and if the rules change, you don't have to change your transformation. Let's log in and have a look for the web application. I'm logging in as Peter. Peter is maybe working in a different office, and he cares about the definition of the rules. On the left side, you have a menu. The important 2 points are projects and export file. Projects are containers for all your rules and your complex logic. And you can, when you're finished with your project, export all the details to a file. And then this file can be used in the rule engine step. The rules are run and you get the results. Let's go to the project. I created already a travel discount project. And if we go into it, you will see there's nothing here. No rules have been defined yet. So there's no rule defined. If we run our transformation and have a look, you will see here's our input data as it came from the sample step. And here we have a discount price, which is calculated in the calculator step. And you can see, as we have no rules, there's no change to the price. The discount price is always the same. Okay, let's go ahead and write our first rule. But before we do that, I want to show you something else. You can attach the transformation that you see on the left side to the project in the web application. And the advantage is that you don't have to type in field names and types and so on by hand, but you can select them from a drop-down list. Let's do that quickly. We search the local file system for the transformation, which is this one, test discount. You can see it here. And you save it. While the transformation is saved, it checks if there are any rule engine steps in there. And you can see here, that is exactly the step that you see on the left-hand side. Okay, let's go back. Now we go into the project, and what we do first is we create a group. A group is a group of rules that belong together. Let's create the group discount global 100. And you can assign a validity date from which date to which date this rule group is valid. Okay, now we have our group discount global 100. We go into the group. Groups again can contain subgroups, which allow you to create this complex logic of and or between rules and group of rules, but I will talk about that maybe in a later session. Let's go simply and create a rule. Now, Peter will define a rule which says that anybody below 3 years of age will get a 100% discount. So let's create this rule. It's very easy. You enter name and description. Then you select the field to check, which is age in this case. And you saw the dropdown contains all the fields of the transformation that are used. And as we attach the transformation to the project, the fields are now available here. Now let's see what check we can use. Checks are predefined logic which you can select from. And what we do here is we select check is smaller. So we have the field age, check is smaller, and then a value of 3. And it's a number, it's an integer value. Additionally, you have to define a message if the rule passed and one in case it fails. Okay, so I have a message. Field age is correctly smaller, and the variables in here, the placeholders, will be replaced with real values when the rule runs. Okay, let's save this rule. Okay, field age is smaller than value 3. Now that is the condition. Now we create an action, and this is the action that is applied when after the rule is run. And what we want to do is we want to set the discount percentage to a certain value. This action is executed if the rule group that we defined previously passes. We select the field to update, which is discount percent, and an action. There are some predefined actions, like you can concat fields or append things or multiply or subtract, do some calculations, or you can simply set a field to a value. In this case, we select this one and we select 100, which is again a number. If we save this and go back, we can see we have our project travel discount. We have a discount global 100 group containing a rule and an action. The rule says if the age is smaller than 3, and the action says update the discount percent field to 100. Okay, and that's all we need for our first rule. Let's go and export the file. We select the project and generate a file. It's called discount zip in my case. Okay, done. I show you again, this file discount zip is used with the Ruleengine step. Now if I run the transformation again, and you will have noticed I haven't touched the transformation, I have not changed anything. Let's run it. Now you can see in the first record, for example, the age is between 3. So we got a discount percentage of 100, and the calculator step calculates the discount price, which is 0. So the 1-year-old child here had a ticket price of 100, and got a 100% discount, so the price is 0. And we can see in the 12th row here, in the 11th row here, there's another child at the age of 2. Also, it's calculated to not pay. Okay, let's go back again and create another rule and another rule group. This time we create a little bit more complex rule. I select again a date when it's valid. We go to the group. It's a discount Europe 30 group, and the idea is that people between 3 and 18 years which travel to Europe get a 30% discount. So let's write a rule for that. Let's write the rule for the destination region. Select the field. Check. And now what we want to do is we want to check if the destination region is Europe. And we fill out the fields for both passed and failed rules, and we save it. Let's go back. So the field destination region is equal to Europe. That's what we want to check. And we create another rule, checking the age again. We check the age field. And now we want to check if the age is between two values. And we check 3 and 18. Okay, so you basically fill out all the fields. I'll not talk about the other things today. Okay, so here's our second group. We have a discount Europe 30 group, and it says if destination regions equal to Europe and the field age is between 3 and 18. And here you can see in this subgroup I have those two rules, and the rules are connected by an AND condition. So you really have to read it as destination region and age, and if both conditions are true, we create another action like before. We execute the action if the rules pass. We want to update the discount percentage again. We set it to a certain value, and we set it to 30%, we said. Okay. So again, if destination region is Europe and age is between 3 and 18, then I have a discount percentage of 30. Okay, let's export again. We export the project. Okay, now let's run it again and see what happens. Okay, as you can see, we still have this 100% discount for children under the age of 3. But for the rule we just wrote, we have we don't see any 30% here, because everybody's traveling to Europe is above this age or below this age. Okay, so let's change our input data. Let's make another row where we say 16, traveling to Europe, maybe to Cologne, and the ticket price is 150. Okay, run it again. Now you can see the data that we just added fits to our rule group discount Europe 30, and on the price of 150 we got a 30% discount, which ends up in a price of 105. Okay, so we could go on and write other groups that do other that are good for other discounts that Peter has defined. But I want to show you something else. If you run the rule engine, it's possible to have two sets of data. One is a regular flow of data, and one is the output of all the details of the rules. And I show it to you. So when the rule runs, the result will be output here, and you can see which rule ran. That is the one with the destination region. And it says field destination region Asia, which is here, this one of the data, is not equal to the expected value of Europe, which was defined in our rule. So this rule failed. Next one, it says field age 12 is not smaller 3. You remember we had the first rule we defined was about the age. And the age of this traveler here, 12, is not smaller than 3, so he doesn't get that 100% discount. So this helps you analyzing where errors occurred or where rules are written wrong or your logic is not correct. Okay, this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I think I will soon create a more complex example with more complex rule definitions. Bye bye.